Yeah.
Doesn't have to be intelligent.
That's like what the right-hand man said to George Bush just before.
Can I just say one thing? Jan, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. We've learned a lot of
Come on,
things.
don't.
No, honestly,
That's
we've
all right.
learned, I just feel it's been a great opportunity for us to be able to do to the point where we are. I think it's great, even networking, we build and we establish a good working relationship, good friendship, good contact. I think we are,
Quick sites.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, but I need to talk.
Yes, we need to do business.
Yeah,
You need to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
need
will,
to talk.
we will. We
Yeah,
need to talk.
Yeah, good talk, big talk.
We'll have a big talk.
Yeah, we'll have a big
No,
talk.
yeah. Talk on
On
a
a business,
supportive,
yeah,
supporting each other.
Yeah,
is the
that's the
idea
big
school
talk.
idea.
Yes, and it's the foundation of our discussion will be Idea School.
It's through, yeah, because without, the idea school, this you have the opportunity to meet you guys. I really appreciate so much for the giving us the opportunity and the chance to learn so many. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
It's all right. It's no problem. Did it?
It took, I think, like what you said from the beginning, it took me quite, the first few weeks to know exactly what I was doing.
Ask
and
Peter. Did I not tell you that?
It's
that
just
the
like-
story about Peter?
Yeah, so it was like,
Yeah, Peter in the first idea school lecture, Peter told about his experience at the A program, and he was like 5 days and 4 days we were observing and had no clue where we're going.
It's happening.
And to be honest, it took you 3 days and 3 beers to ask Matteo, what the hell are we doing here?
Can we go home?
It was a bit of a.
He was observing me.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
observing, and then, we could, half a day we'd come up with something.
Because the ideation is not a problem, it's the need finding.
I think I realized how much the observation is important into whatever you do.
Yep.
The observation, observing, see exactly what is people's mind, what exactly they're trying to get. It's just been really,
But did the whole experience help you to redevelop your idea where you were, from a business point of view? I know you had a fantastic product,
Yeah.
but
Looking at it, the whole, absolutely. It made me to rethink about the whole, just like what you said from the very beginning. It's not just about the product. The product is there. It's what goes around the product. Because the product can be really fantastic, but if you don't know how to get the whole product into, something, people to have the experience for that particular product, it's just going to be still as a product. So you need something, people to experience, something they'll have to talk about the whole experience they have with that product.
It's the same for the quick sites. It's you had a product. You came to the idea school with a company set up with a product already. But what for example, if I would ask, what did change the last 12 weeks?
I mean, the thing is, I think I knew when I came to Idea School that the quick sites product wasn't a full square. There was an edge missing from it.
Okay.
It was missing its edge, and so that was it, And so that's what Idea School has really helped to complete. It's helped to complete that edge because it's helped us to come up with the partner model, and then.
Ironic that Napier University is a triangle.
Yeah, it is ironic. Well, I'll tell you what, Napier University is missing half, but luckily Jan brought the other half.
It's Napier University, Edinburgh Napier.
Good observation.
Observation.
I mean, it goes beyond the purpose of the observation.
Yeah, observation.
We just get used with it.
Getting broad, Napier logo is getting broad, and
the.
Oh, not happy.
Yeah, getting the.
Yeah,
Maybe,
it's
like, to
there,
get
and
the
then now
outlet,
it's
but
gone.
we have to make the rest of it. You know?
It's there, going
That's
in
our
right.
goal.
You start from there, and then.
I see this. Napier should benefit from this as well because
I think so.
involved, and they should see this as a good thing. They should embrace it in their program of teaching curriculum.
They won't be able to not embrace it
Even-
when
even-
Idea School takes off. It'll be. They'll have so much media attention. They'll be like, oh yeah, that was us, by the way. And then Jan will be like, oh, you guys. I'm just gonna have to treat this in the proper place.
I'm not
And then
saying.
go back to Germany and make it better.
I'm not saying anything to
I
it,
just
but,
I just remember now, and then you do your speech, that for instance, Princess Trust, I heard once that actually they do their advertising through their case studies. They don't spend a money. They just do PR about, look, we've helped these guys do this, and guess what we had? That's all. I think it's a good, idea for Idea School too.
no, of course, but
Your turn.
How do you think this you would change for the next session? Do you-
For the next session, what I personally underestimated, and I think is the idea of observation is people are not comfortable with it. They are not. We are somehow not naturally like to go out and engage with people.
Correct.
And to really
Absolutely correct.
overcome that fear of don't. It's nothing you won't enjoy if you do it the right way. It's not about repeat it all the time.
Naturally, if you're just like trying to make it so don't observe somebody right now, you won't be able to concentrate. I think if you're just like we're outside in a town and having a coffee or something, and then you start observing somebody, it's much more effective than if you actually try and observe somebody and somebody asks you to, or sometimes if you're trying to yourself. If you just do it naturally when nobody's noticing or something, I think it's
But it still depends how comfortable you are naturally anyway. I think. And unless maybe
But you
the
can
idea
learn.
school could help people
You can learn.
to get into actual way of the observation, like the way you did for the chili sauce, for example.
Yeah.
You were quite naturally the way you went through the whole thing. But I think something can be very just like I've been watched somewhere taking a photo of the shelf, and it's just, I think it's something maybe the way we take it too typical other than trying to, I think, like if you put yourself, like what you're saying, naturally as a customer, for example, if you're going in a shop, you're just like asking just the usual question.
So you
like
suggest
anybody
there are
else
some
can
tricks?
ask.
No, I would not say tricks. I would simply say, for example, if we go into a shop and we ask for a certain thing, we ask these questions because we want to know because we are looking for a certain product. But why not doing the exact same principles of it and say, actually, I want not buy a product, but I want to design a product. Now I need to find out what is the thing, how can I go in quite naturally and say, hey, I'm not sure about this and this and that, or want to find out. Let's make it an example to make it a bit more real. For the chili sauce, I think when the Tesco was quite easy because Tesco was reachable. But for quick sites, it's the same kind of idea. Is you want to get out there and you want to understand what really people's needs are, because if you build all your products around that, you want to make sure that what you offer is actually that people that they
it's
want.
crucial that we get it right. Yeah.
Exactly. And how do we know that we get it right? Only if we engage with people, and if we engage and find out what is it that what they want, and then we can build. We don't have to give up our idea, but we build our idea in such a way that it is it solves people's need or people's desires.
Absolutely. And there's often a fear to go out and do that initial. There's some inherent fear which is a bit odd in humans, which is like why should we get nervous when we try and talk to people that are in authority, and those guys have already got established businesses. So, but when you think about it, actually, the truth is that those people who have established businesses are often a bit older, and they're going to get older and older and die, and the entire world is waiting for us. And so you have to do it. It has to be done. That job, when you
It
call
has
them
to
up,
be you.
you have to do it. You've got to that stage. And if you don't do that, then the entire society will not move forward because of you not doing it. So it's
We are
very,
very
very important
pleased,
to go
Manta.
all the way to the end.
I think this is one way to look at it, but I like always to look at how children, for example, do. A child sees another child. They're not asking, hey, the whole thing is, would you play with me? Of course we play together. And there's no question, they don't ask for names.
I was coming home tonight and my little boy, got twins, little boy, little girl, my little boy, woman was passing by, I was taking them into the front door and this little boy went up to this woman and asked her to come into the house for dinner. No joke. Do you want to come in for
Did she
dinner?
join you?
She did.
Why
She
not?
said,